heavyweights Wladimir Klitschko and Bryant Jennings face each other that Saturday, April 25th, once again here at MSG, broadcast live on HBO. And now let's go inside for the final press conference. First off, you know, this is the biggest one, probably the biggest fight of your career with all these belts on the line. Are you nervous? What are you feeling inside?
Nah. I'm gonna ask the question, do I look nervous? Nah. You know, I'm straight. I'm good. But no, yeah, this is the biggest fight of my career, and you know, each fight for me has been the biggest fight of my career. You know, for us, like every fight that I have is the biggest fight. So this is a night that I'm looking to extend my history and actually begin a new history, and you know, create this legacy of mine that I plan to, you know, display for years to come.
Now, getting in shape, it seems like you traveled around a little bit, went to quite a few places. Why and what did you get out of each place that was maybe a little different?
Well, you know, Miami was that heat. Miami was the heat, and the heat, working out in the heat, you know, actually set it off. And you know, I started training pretty early. I took maybe about 4 weeks, you know, beforehand to start training. And you know, it don't take me hard. It don't take me long to get in shape. Getting in shape is something that's easy, but you know, just training my thoughts, just training my mentality, just putting myself in that position and actually, you know, just actually, you know, maneuvering over and just merging over rather, and you know, just getting into that mode for the heavyweight championship for this Saturday.
Are you somebody who stays in shape all year long? You look like it.
Yeah, I stay in shape. I've been in shape forever. You know, my six pack always shows.
And you were saying that 25 is a big number for you. Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, 25 is a big number. Like I say, 25 is the year I turned pro. 25 is my birthday. 25 is my son's birthday, which is my first and only child. 25 is the street that I actually hung on for years. And when you actually from a street, you know, that's what we rep. You know, that's like the thing. That's almost like that's bigger than actually being from an actual city. That specific city street that you rep. So you know, everything that happened on 25. 25 is a lucky number. It's a lot of other things that I know that, you know, that actually happened on 25. But it's a long list of great things that happened on 25. Nothing but great things happened on 25. And
your prediction?
My prediction is a knockout. Fight's going to end in a knockout. It's going to be either me or it's going to be him. But I'm not thinking about losing. So, you know, I'm looking for him to get knocked out. Gone. He's out of here. Bye.
I'm going to hand this over to baby Destinio Lois, Black Star News.
Hi, Brian.
Hey.
Black Star News. Walk us through. You finish and you beat Mike Perez. Mm-hmm. You may have been on a hiatus. Then all of a sudden I see the posters saying Bryant Jennings against Wladimir Klitschko. Mm-hmm. What was your initial reaction to that when you say, wait a minute, this guy is coming into town and he wants to pick on somebody that I can just walk through? I mean, is that what your thoughts were?
Well, yeah, I'm sure he underestimated me, but you know, I've been screaming for a Wladimir fight for a while because I just think that the talent in the world, you know, as far as these heavyweight boxers, you know, a lot of people like to pick and choose, and most people would say, oh, you need to take a few more years, take a few more fights, and I'd be like, man, I ask to fight everybody. It's just like, how long do you want me to wait, and what type of games do I have to, you know, play, and what type of things that I have to, you know, be blindsided with, you know, in order to get this opportunity. So I've always worked hard. I worked hard since I started. I came into this game in shape, and I knew exactly what I wanted. And the time frame is just a matter of being mentally ready. I'm physically ready, and I know the possibility it still exists. You know, so it's a win, lose, or draw situation. This is the sport. This is what it is. It's not going to hurt anything. If anything, it'll help everything. So that I was looking at it all positively, and I had all positive thoughts, and there was no thoughts about me, you know, second guessing to taking this fight, and I wanted to take it, and I knew he was underestimating me, and I'm thinking that, you know, he thought that, you know, coming over here and then, you know, beating me would, you know, put him in the WBC ranks to get him closer, to get him to a mandatory position to be able to unify all the belts, but he got another thing coming.
The magnitude of this fight is the fact that you're not fighting for one belt.
Yeah.
You have 5.
Yeah.
And you say to yourself, wow, one shot, one punch, I got 5 belts. I don't have to go to John, Tom, Dick, and Harry. Tom, Dick, and Harry, and get all belts. I get it with 1 belt. Is that an incentive, more of an incentive, a drive to really condition yourself?
Yeah, well, it's a drive to be able to achieve my goal within just 6 years total. I first put on the gloves in January of 2009, and so it's like, wow, just like, okay. Nobody has ever done that. Nobody has ever done that and has ever, actually positioned themselves in this type of manner, physically, mentally, in front of the cameras, off the cameras, being an example, a great role model, great attributes, and amongst the best in the world within this short period of time. You can't get that. You're never going to get that. So earlier I talked about tradition. I said, forget tradition. Create my own legacy, create my own thing. This is something that you can't dig in history and find somebody else that actually did it, and it's going to be a long time before somebody else actually gets a chance to do it. But guess what? After that long time, somebody gets to do it. Guess who they're going to revert to? Me, because I was the first person to do it. I'm a pioneer, and I honor that, and I respect that, and I respect this game. I respect life, and I stay in shape. I don't play around, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't even eat meat. I don't do none of that. So it's just like, listen, I take this thing very serious. So it's not like I'm just this big bad guy walking up being cocky and doing all this. Listen, this confidence comes from within, because I know that if you live right and if you live straight, you live a clean life, everything will show. Things will show. When it's a guy not training in the gym throughout his training camp, you get in the ring, it shows. It shows that you was BSing, or you wasn't living up to what you was supposed to live up to. So I do this thing real, and I take it very seriously, and I mean business when I get in the ring.
So you can consider yourself a gym rat, and in other words, this is not a 9-to-5 job. This is 24/7.
This is 24/7.
Minus family.
Yeah. Boxing is a lifestyle, not just 8 weeks at a time. So even when I'm in between fights, it's not like, okay, I'm gonna go pick up some fat, some unhealthy foods since I don't got no fight. Oh, I'm gonna go get drunk since I ain't got no fight. I'm gonna go get high since I ain't got no fight. No. I live this 365 days a year. This is how I live. This is how I lived before boxing. So it was great that I came into the boxing at 24 years old, because I was pre-bred for a sport that I never even knew that I would land in, and I never even imagined to be in this. I've been to New York plenty times before boxing. I rode past Madison Square Garden plenty times before boxing. Could you imagine me I never could have imagined looking in there and say, one day I'm gonna do that. It was like, I didn't have no, I thought about football. It was like, I thought about something else. It was just like, Madison Square, that's not on my radar. Because what I do, they don't have a football field here. They don't have nothing that I do here. I can't do nothing here. So it's just like, could you imagine just like literally just thinking that and then literally just coming? I had no idea. Nobody had no idea. And I got to honor and I got to respect this position, and I'm doing it.
Being an athlete because you were a football player, basketball player, track man, or something, do you feel that was a preparation for a career that you didn't know that you were going to get into?
Well, nah, not necessarily. I mean, it was, but it's not. But it was. I guess it's just the work of God, to where as though because there's a lot of people that's out in the world that could do what I do, but you actually have to pick a person, you have to tell them to do it, and you have to guide them and walk them through it. I just did it. I did it, but it's like, you never know what if the right person, just think of the chances of the right person actually thinking to do that and actually doing it. There is a right person. There's a perfect person for the job out there, but that perfect person has to have the thoughts. Those thoughts just didn't come to the right person. It came to me, and I'm living it, and I'm showing it, and I'm the first to do it.
Thank you. God bless you, and good luck to you, champ.
I'm Kristal Hart reporting from Madison Square Garden. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the fights.